Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here with the Monday Night Raw preview for September 26, 2016. We are coming off of Clash of the Champions last night on the WWE Network, the Raw brand exclusive pay-per-view, highlighted by Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Universal Championship. We had Roman Reigns beating Rusev to become the new United States Champion. Last night I watched Clash of Champions with my girlfriend, who I will tell you fell asleep during the show. But I will tell you that, as I was watching this and trying to explain to her what was going on, because of the fact that since Finn Balor is no longer on the show as of right now due to his injury, I don't think that she is into it as she was maybe just 2 months ago when we were really into watching Finn Balor matches. But I was trying to explain to her what really was going on, because when Finn Balor last wrestled at SummerSlam, she wrestled against Seth Rollins, who was the bad guy, who is now the good guy. And I was trying to explain to her that basically Seth Rollins is now the good guy, and he's fighting against Kevin Owens, who is the champion. But what you are seeing actually isn't the story of what is being portrayed on the television show. If you're really into watching wrestling and watched for a long time, you can really tell that they're telling this story, but the underline of this story, like if you're watching a television show, like they're getting through this episode because 3 episodes down the road, probably around Survivor Series, is when we're actually going to see Triple H return, and this storyline will actually turn into the Stephanie and Hunter show again, with basically Triple H going up against Seth Rollins. I don't think that we're going to see him return until around that time, because right now wrestling is going to be getting killed by football on Monday nights continuously. You don't bring him back until there's a point where it's really going to mean something, and that's going to be around Survivor Series, because I don't think that you're going to have Triple H show up at Hell in the Cell or any other of the shows that are going to show up between now and then. You could really tell that last night's main event, they were putting the screws to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins had the match won. The crowd, I think they were, where were they? Boston? I think they were, no, Hell in the Cell's in Boston. They weren't in Chicago. I don't know where the hell they were. But when it comes down to it, the crowd, no, they were in Indianapolis. That's where they were. The crowd chanted to 20. That's how long Kevin Owens was down after the pedigree. I don't know why they counted to more than 3, more than 5. They went all the way to 10, and then they kept going. I was really surprised. It's kind of dumb, but you got to tip your hat to them there. But the second that Stephanie was able to send out another referee, Kevin Owens had taken the match back over, and due to that fact, he was able to hit the pop-up powerbomb, and he was able to get the easy 1-2-3 at that point. They did the online segment that was put on Twitter and Facebook and WWE.com, actually seeing Triple H and Stephanie reuniting backstage after the show. So we know it's coming. It's just not coming for a while. We still don't know why Triple H did what he did, but that's what we're having to wait to get to. It's been a month since Triple H did what he did to Rollins and gave the belt to Kevin Owens, and we kept on thinking that we were going to see it. We're going to see it. I don't think we're going to see it for a while. So they can hint at it all they want that Triple H is going to be on Raw. I don't think we're going to be seeing it. Last night in the Cesaro versus Sheamus best of 7 series match. This was match number 7, the one for it all, to see who was going to be getting a championship shot. We still don't know what championship shot that was going to be. We saw Cesaro and Sheamus take a spill over the barricade onto the floor, a lot like Cena and Miz at WrestleMania 27. With this, the referee called for the bell to stop. We didn't see the crash landing, but my guess is they're probably going to be going with some sort of a concussion angle, a lot like what Miz suffered at WrestleMania 27. He says he doesn't remember the final moments of WrestleMania with The Rock coming out. He was there, but he wasn't in it. I'm guessing they're going to be trying to save this all the way until next month, at Hell in the Cell. I don't know how these guys had 7 matches in a month on Raw and on house shows, and now all of a sudden they're not going to have another match until then. But I don't see them doing it on Raw. That's just my book. The Cruiserweights had their first match. TJ Perkins beat Brian Kendrick. After the match, Brian Kendrick took out his aggressions on TJ Perkins, basically knocking him down with a headbutt and then putting him in a submission move of his own. I don't know if that means that Kendrick's going to be getting another shot at this. Honestly, there's so many talents in this Cruiserweight division, and hopefully we're going to be getting more than one Cruiserweight match a night. Especially with a guy like Cedric Alexander who wrestled on NXT, because I thought it was kind of weird that these guys all sort of jump shot at NXT. No doubt they've been training at the Performance Center, but maybe some of these guys are going to be wrestling on Raw as well as on NXT to sort of get this Cruiserweight division going. I think that for the Cruiserweight division to matter, I think you need more than one match on Raw, especially with 3 hours. It's going to be something really good to sort of pick up the pace and get you back excited into the show. They just have to find a way to make sure these matches matter and they're not just car crashes along the way. Roman Reigns won his second singles title in WWE. He'd already conquered the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now he's going down to the United States title. I don't know how they're going to treat this. Is he going to become the John Cena, where he has the John Cena run with the open challenges, or is he just going to be sort of in a placeholder spot because of the fact that they don't have room for him at the main event because Rollins right now is the #1 babyface? It's kind of weird. It's showing you that they're not giving up on this guy, but maybe it's sort of saying that maybe for him to take this lesser role, it'll make the crowd see that he's a little bit more humble and get behind this guy. I did see a lot of people on Twitter at least saying that mid-card Reigns was pretty enjoyable. New Day, they're going to need new people going after these belts. It seems like they've beat Carl Anderson and Luke Harper 1,000 times. Not Luke Harper. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. What the hell was I talking about? But I was wondering what the hell, it sounded so weird out of my mind. But, we've seen Kofi, Big E, and Xavier Woods do just about everything with the tag titles. I think today marks their 400th day as being champion. So I know they're coming after Demolition's record. I don't know how many days that is, but I don't even know who they can face. I just know that the club needs to move on, start raising some hell with some other people, and maybe they can come after the titles at another time, because it's just what it is. We saw that Charlotte was able to pick up the win with her reign. I'm guessing that Sasha Banks will be getting a shot going one-on-one against Charlotte, maybe at Hell in the Cell, with Bayley maybe just sort of falling into the women's division and picking up some wins here and there along the way, maybe building up a streak to the point where she's going to matter later, come Royal Rumble to WrestleMania time. A good match, nothing really to talk about, but I don't know. I mean, the women's division was supposed to be the hottest thing since sliced bread, and now here we are starting up the cruiserweights, and it's sort of like the women's division is just sort of falling into what it once was. Even though the girls can work, it seems like they're not letting them work to their potential. With the girls that are really down there able to kick some ass. So that's gonna be your Monday Night Raw preview. We'll see what's going down tonight on Raw, and then we'll check back later. Peace out, everybody.